Megan.
Just thought I'd let you know that I just tested my microphone. We are clear and through the correct.
Yep, I have
output.
microphone and speakers Yeti on my
Don't worry, mate.
Audacity.
I don't have a. Don't worry. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing.
It's
I have no doubt in my mind that you're correct.
Look, no, it's.
I worry about me.
No, mate. Look, honestly, when you say those things, it hurts my little heart. It's not true.
When you
It's
say
not true.
those things,
it hurts my heart.
Okay. We are ready to go, my friend.
Yep.
My very little friend. Just going to put that down there so I can see our time. Put the run sheet there. And, why am I on episode 5? 17?
Why am I in episode 5? That actually sounded like a hit. Why am I in episode 5? I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy.
Alright, let's go.
Fuck it.
Baby. I would like to introduce
Dylan King as Keno. Brad O'Neill as Show. Okay, let's go.
Welcome back to the Pub Feed, episode 17.
17.
Keno.
Bradley.
Where do you find us, my good man?
Brad, please pay attention and listen to this, because on the Pub Feed, we have socials, and that is on linktree.com/thepubfeed, one word, and you can find everything. And Brad, please elaborate on what those socials are.
Yes, brilliantly said, Keno. So welcome back, episode 17, where I believe it is linktree.com/thepubfeed, where you can find our TikTok, our YouTube, our Instagram, all that fun stuff, and everything else. So go there and find us all in one place, and we will open a can quickly because I'm chomping at the bit.
We have been hanging on these ones. So we just discussed this. They're literally dripping because they're ready to be devoured.
I actually saw another podcast start doing this the other week, but anyway. So I feel like they came across. Cheers. Drafties tonight, boys.
Oh, drafties. All right. I got the fighting juice out. That's a Bundy for anyone that's not on the YouTube. So they can't see this. So moment of silence, please.
He might be swinging by halfway through this potty, I reckon. Go ahead.
Right,
the floor is yours. Oh.
Shit.
I actually feel like every week I take it a bit too lightly when I go the can, because I notice every week you get out of bed on a Friday morning knowing that night you have to step up and bring the crack.
That's right. I don't want to deflate your tires at all, but just sometimes you rush a little bit too much. You just need to let the crack do its thing. Let the crack be the crack.
Ben Cousins said that once, and how did that end up for him? It
Cousins,
is what it is. Love you, Ben, if you're listening.
What's he up to?
He's actually, I believe he's on the straight and narrow. He's one of my childhood heroes. I actually love Benny C. Yeah, he's working and shit. He's out of jail and he's playing local footy and stuff like that. Keno, big week. So we have just come out. Football. We're two weeks out. 2 weeks, Jesus. 2 days out of our long weekend, our Melbourne Cup.
How good is a short week, and how good is it that we get a day off to watch a couple of four-legged bastards run around on some grass? Isn't that fantastic?
Look, it's truly incredible. There's nothing like midgets hanging on to animals as tight as they can, and people throwing money at it.
How is there a specific type of human being that ends up being a jockey? Like, if you're anything bigger than 5 foot, no, you can't be a jockey.
It's a weird one, isn't it? It's actually quite funny.
It's bizarre.
Obviously, the protesters were out in force once again. You know that bloke from Sydney? He's like a tanned bloke. He goes to like all these events and just like mocks people.
A tanned bloke in Sydney.
Yeah, he's like viral as at the moment. He's got like...
What, you mean that...
I'll find him.
I know there's a guy that...
he was an anti-COVID dude and got COVID and like all this shit.
Oh, shit.
He was like a protester.
Isn't that like...
Anyway.
everyone in Sydney.
I just saw him staring a few of the protesters up, which was actually quite funny. I usually don't rate his work, but there's not really much point in me telling the story because I don't have any details.
Rebel News, that guy.
Maybe, not sure.
Oh, you bloody knows, mate. You bloody know. Brad, please fill me in.
Sorry, mate.
Fill me in with what's been happening, brother. I haven't spoken to you since the last pod, which is not true, but let's just keep it that way. What's new?
Yeah,
what's
mate.
been happening? You're looking $1 million if you. What's going on there, mate? You got a bloody haircut or something, or what's going on?
Well, funny you say that. I actually had the second jab, as you know, a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And if you listen to podcasts beforehand, we've actually joked and fucked around and talked about how we didn't want it and got forced into it. And like, I'm healthy now. I'm happy to fight it off. Like 99% chance. Like I'm going in. I'm happy to back myself in. Got the second one. Excited for everything to open. Ended up in the ER.
Yes.
And
what the
ended up
frick?
in the ER. Had some chest issues and heart fucking problems. So, set in about a day after. Had the normal flu symptoms. They only last 8 hours. Woke up the next day all right, and then my chest just got progressively worse and heart flutters and stuff. So obviously your very, very kind soul was extremely concerned when I was just especially living solo, and I'm just like, I didn't go to work this morning. I went to the ER instead. Just very casual.
I'm
hooked
just
up to the fucking.
I was stirring you up, going, Bradley, oi, fucking, and you're just like, oi, I'll reply back later. And you sent me a photo and all these bloody machinery going on. Jesus, what's going on?
Yeah, those pad things, the heart wire pad things, would stuck with super glue, and they were the most painful things to get off.
I can completely believe that you'll still have the little bloody ring of the fucking the fabric from your shirt still stuck to it to this day, even after about 14 showers.
I wasn't even worried about them being on there and doing anything to my heart. I was worried about ripping my heart off with the pad after it.
Taking off the skin with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I was only in there for 6 hours maybe. And we're a bit settled down now. Still got a little bit of chest pain when they can't really figure it out. So
6 hours is actually a good run in the ER, to be honest.
Yeah, just taking it one breath at a time.
Quite literally.
Mate. So, but we are lockdown free. Great to see, and we had a massive weekend.
That's right. I think that's probably something we should stress. We are, at this point in time, because we've done this before, Brad, we go, how good's this? We had a lockdown. Woohoo, best thing ever. We're back to normal. And then, like that, we're back to lockdown. So, we're touching wood this time around, but we're actually out of lockdown. And the conspiracy goes, Brad, that we've got the Melbourne Cup public holiday, which has just gone, which has been fantastic. We get a day off to sink piss, so it's fantastic. But the theory goes that the only reason we have come out of lockdown is because everyone's been rubbing their palms together, because if they don't have this Melbourne Cup, there's a lot of pockets that will keep on being empty. But to fill those pockets up quickly, run the Melbourne Cup. So let's open up a week or two beforehand, and I think it's only a matter of time before they go, oh, well, there we go. There's all our events done, boys. Let's lock her back down again.
Today there was 2 cases from the Cup. I saw
2 cases from the Cup really means 4,000 in the next 3 days.
Yeah, and no one's coming out to tell them, so fuck them. What about yourself, mate? Any big news, good news?
Eventful week, mate. Ups and downs. Start with the lows. You may have heard during our chats.
Don't. I thought we... Okay.
The fish tank's a little bit more empty than it was, mate. We're down another soldier, mate. We lost Harlow. Look, it's... I don't want to put my hands up and say it was me, because I don't think it was. I mentioned to you one week that we got a snail. Into the tank. Apparently, I don't know how the fuck it happened, but there was about 4,000 snails. Little miniature ones in the tank at one point, and they actually started growing on Harlow. And one of the bastards...
Parasite.
Yeah, parasites. Little Harlow. He had one on his eye, right? And there's not much you can do about it. And he's... I'll get a bit choked up thinking about it. Oh, long story short, he's got infected with something. He recouped. He came out really good, strong, looked $1,000,000, was swimming around doing his thing, and then just one arvo found him, buddy. Yeah, just upside down.
Starkers.
So,
It was just Starkers.
yeah, so moved him on, but we still got Mur, so we still got a fish to play with. But yeah, that was a little bit of a low. But one of the highs is setting up the Christmas tree, which Brad we might. I don't know where this sits, but
fuck. Speaking of early,
it is early November, and the Christmas tree has been erected. And I have a pretty good point. I think there'll be a few. So anyway, this is our first proper Christmas in our own house. We've got our own tree. We've got our own everything. Right, and
amazing.
The family we've got here is a little bit of go hard, go home. So we've purchased a Christmas tree that's always insists that it had to be taller than me. So we're talking like over a 2-meter tree. And it's a big fucking tree. And every branch is an individual fucking item. You have to click in every single branch. So I've gone, well, guess what? This thing's going to take an hour and a half to erect. This bastard's getting built
Like
right now.
else.
Because if we're spending X amount on a tree and we're going to spend X amount of time building the tree, it's going to be up for a decent amount of time. So, made the call, mate. It's been erected. It's in the corner. It's covered in lights. It glows every night. It's a little disco in the lounge room, and quite frankly, I'm stoked.
Being the country man that you are, I am extremely shocked you didn't go a real tree. Actually,
well,
I would be putting my money on that. Like, just a nice, fresh fucking. What is it? What type of tree is it? Not sure.
Pine tree.
Oak.
Is it a pine tree? Jeez, I don't know. We never had a real tree before. It was on the agenda. It was very highly considered, but you know they are big bastards. So like getting the real deal is a pretty serious situation.
But at least you didn't have to put the branches in.
Fucking hell.
They already come with
pre-made, manufactured.
The crisp. I saw that Snapchat. I was like, geez, she's keen. Old always. But it could also be because, you know, you've got a new exciting look on Christmas because you got a little one and you've got to do the big fucking Santa show now.
Well, that's
obviously, Santa showy may even make an appearance with a couple of candy canes for the boys. But
can only dream.
Yeah, the shopping centres, they go early. I'm surprised it's not Easter stuff.
I was going to say,
while we're there.
I was just about to say that. The day of Christmas is when they start pulling down the decos and start putting up some Easter bunny fucking items here and there. Just go, Jesus.
Yeah, by Boxing Day, you can get Australian tattoos, stick-on tattoos for Australia Day within the hour.
Same day. You buy your the leftover Christmas bits and pieces and you pick up your hot cross buns and your Australian tattoos on the same day.
So, reject shop's the way to go for those sort of things. Yeah. If anyone's listening, not sponsored, but we love them down there at the reject shop, Keno.
We love the reject shop.
I noticed the other day they had $1 shapes at the moment.
$1
as I was telling you. Yeah, they had the shapes for $1. And
shapes.
You actually had a bit of rant to me about chips in general, sort of losing the plot. Do you want to elaborate?
They've lost the plot, Brad. Mate, okay.
Okay. I'll just sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Where do I start with this? Okay, so you go to the shops and you get yourself some nibblies, some shapes. Cool, whatever. What do you got? Pizza, original, the cheesy ones, whatever they're called, barbecue, just the standard ones.
Yeah.
I walk to the shelf and there's fucking hot dog and mayonnaise and bloody tofu and fucking salmon. You're just like, what the
salmon?
Salmon. That's a play on words for salmon, everyone out there that's playing at home. But
salmon.
Salmon.
Okay.
So, yeah, all these concoctions of chips going on.
Yeah.
I can't help but think that they're fucking just scraping the bottom of the barrel. That, calm down, guys. You don't need
It's gourmet, mate.
You don't need a corn and seafood fucking flavoured shape to get new buys, I think. Come on, like, seriously?
Like a kale and broccoli fucking superfood chip.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, Caleb, like, seriously? Who wants
Oh,
to...
seriously?
Seriously? Oh, but yeah.
Well, on the bone to pick with food, I want to chat about something that's very popular on Instagram. Yes. All the girls love it. I feel like they even think it's a bit of a flex. Avocado.
Right.
Avocado.
Oh, no,
avocado.
not the Avo. Don't
Avocado, you're paying for a texture. You're not actually paying for a taste. It doesn't taste like anything.
I've got to agree.
And I think people think that having avocado is a sign of wealth. And it's not. It's not. It's actually shit.
Avo's one of those things. It's like you smoke a pack of darts, right? You drink 6 to 8 cans. You eat bloody 4, like two Macca's meals, and then you sit down the next morning and have an Avo toast, and you go, looking after my body.
Yeah. Exactly right. I actually think it is so overrated, and I had someone recently say, "Oh, you just got to get used to it." Once you get used, I said, "What am I getting used to?"
What do you mean?
It tastes like baby food.
Yeah, Avo's nothing. It's like it's probably good for you. It's probably
It's
got
like
some good
Clag
shit
glue.
in it. Yeah, but it's also one of the things you crack. Like Addie froths her Avo. She's loved it since she's had proper food, so she gets it a bit. But like every now and again, I'll dish up a bloody meal for her with a bit of Avo for brekkie, and then I'll lick the knife or lick the spoon. I'm just going, what the fuck's this?
What is it?
Yeah, where's the peanut butter? Fuck this shit.
It's absolutely out of control, mate. And I think it's so overrated.
I've been told it's the new butter. That's what I've been told.
Fuck, Butter would be furious with that.
Butter would be in the ring
Actually,
right now.
fucking
in the car
furious.
park. Butter would be in the Coles car park with
The amount of cows that have just been disrespected is ridiculous. Kano, you're a funny man. Would you like to start us off this week? Would you like to give me a joke? Kano's joke.
Crazy to think we haven't actually started the potty. We're just getting warmed up. So let's officially get warmed up here. We always say this, the Kino's joke. It brings a lot of people into the community. The feeders, they love this one from Kino. I'll just have a gift when it comes to delivering jokes.
And it's one of the hardest jobs in footy, to be fair.
It is the toughest gig.
It is one of the hardest.
It is fucking unbelievable. Especially when you got no crowd and you know that the crowd hates every minute of it. So this one...
All right, mate. Let's go, baby.
I'm going to struggle to say this without... All right. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, can we please prepare yourself for Keno's joke? Let's go. Yesterday, I saw a guy spill all his Scrabble letters on the road. I asked him, what's the word on the street?
What? Oh no! I'm thinking the execution actually made it.
Keno's joke. That's I keep saying it. It's a smoke bomb. It's a smoke bomb. You just in, out, drop, done. It's a warm up, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that. It's just to get. It's just a bit of deep heat. That's all it is.
I thought you had one more line to go because, like, the expression in your voice told me that there was a bit more. But I was like, that was good enough. I'm going to keep laughing, and then nothing happened. I'm like, that's a good ending. I'm happy with that. I think you did great.
Keno's joke, yeah.
That was Kano's joke, everybody. All right, Kano. I think we're going to notice the longer this goes on, this episode, as you look over the run sheet. It's a bit more of a bone to pick week. We've noticed we've sort of... You know what's pissed me off in the last couple of... You know what's annoying? Anyway, as we go to my first proper topic of the night, I wouldn't say I get this often, but I've had it before, and I feel like it's very common, so I want to speak about it.
Okay, I'm listening.
Obviously, you're happily taken now with the mother of your child, but
yes,
it doesn't mean you couldn't have experienced this before. So...
Okay.
Do you ever look at, like, girlfriends friends of
Lady friends,
that are girls.
Yep.
This is like in the talking stage or might be semi-talking. I think, they're all right. Like they could be on the radar.
Mm.
And then you see them on a story and they're with... So you learn more about who they hang out with and they are hanging out with a mutual friend.
Yes.
And you go, she's like those girls. Do you know what I mean? So like if you're sort of you're semi talking to some girl and you might know her for a long time or a short time and you go, you're trying to sort of figure out her friendship group, which one.
Yeah.
Chicks are a lot different to us. We're more sort of settled and consistent. So sometimes they hop around friendship groups and stuff. Yeah. So recently I saw a similar pop up on someone's story that I knew and wasn't a massive fan of, and I'm like, is she one of those girls? She hangs out with that group.
I fucking love that.
And I just want to know if this is normal because I had a chat to another unnamed person who listens to this podcast. Hello, Rolf, if you're listening.
Unnamed.
And he's like,
use code
100%.
names.
It's a thing. He's like,
fuck yeah.
I've had it before.
Yeah.
You go, and it like gives us the ick. And I presume the girl, it goes the other way where she might see them hang out with certain boys. She might have had a thing with one of the others or knows of the other boys and goes, he's one of those boys. Like,
I've
pass.
Yes, 100%. I've had that happen before with the boy side as well. How it's like you got a mate, they start hanging out with some new bloke or whatever, and fuck whatever. Like us blokes don't really form opinions until we have a first hand encounter with someone.
Yeah,
we usually don't judge a book by its cover. And anyway, yada yada, fucking hanging out with a new person. Cool, whatever. And then that person that's new to the group brings in another member of that group.
Yeah.
And that member, you've gone, I know who that is. Oh, that's... okay. And then
I also had one recently where I wouldn't say I was talking by any stretch, but I was like, like she just ended up sort of like being on the radar a lot. And then I saw her on someone else's story and I was like, that's not her story. I'm like, she knows her. Like they're hanging out. I'm like, okay.
Might have to reevaluate your balls.
It's fucking interesting.
That is really,
I've noticed.
It's a fine mathematician to like figure out that sort of aspect of someone, because you can sort of you don't really have much to go off, so you just nice, whatever, and then personality traits mixed with someone else, and I think that's got to be pretty common. If you know someone else and you understand them and you're like, oh geez, I wouldn't hang out with that fucking person, like, because of this, because of that, and then someone that is in that realm, and that's, you start asking the question, and you're going, fuck, here we go.
And look, I wouldn't usually write someone off based on who they hang out with, but I definitely put the alarm bells on.
Yeah, it gets you on your toes. You start thinking about it.
It can even happen secondhand. Like if someone starts dating someone, you're like, that's weird. We have like 200 mutual friends. I don't know this person. And then you like look through and you see them like sort of hanging out with certain people like, she's one of them. See how they go.
Yeah, I don't know about these guys.
Like, or another one in the group, you're like, she chewed me up and spat me out. He's in for a wild ride.
Yeah.
Like,
it's funny.
Badly.
I like when you said the ick. The ick. It's
I
think that's becoming a pretty popular little term that's been floating around recently with the ick, and because I got a few friends that are like had partners for a while now, so it comes up in conversation all the time because you're with someone, you know the good and the bad things about them, and the ick pops up all the time, and like I was unaware of what the fuck an ick was, because if you think about it, when you hear ick, you're like, what the fuck's an ick? Like, isn't that when you fucking put your shoulder up to your fucking jaw a couple of times, or you have
the ick.
Twitch. Yeah, but the girls were talking about it one day.
Well, clear the throat, big fella. I thought you were morphing into a fucking reptilian. I was like, holy fuck, he's going into second form. Sorry. When you hear this back, how much bass that had in it. When I fucking master the audio, I might even put it down further for effect. So you got halfway through the sentence. I'm like, is he going to clear his throat? Oh, he's not clear. He's going to try and fight it. And
No,
then it just
not.
kept
Sometimes you're like, oh. I can push through this. It's going to clear out. It's not clearing out. It's not clearing out. I'm bored.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
That was so ballsy
bloody
just to take on
there
the
from
fucking...
that. That was fucking hard work.
Give
me a
the
sec.
girls. The girls are talking about the ick. Sorry.
Yeah, the girls are talking about the The girls were talking about the ick. Make the ick.
Oh, I wonder if that's an ick.
Oh, yes. I'm 100%.
You've
Well,
completely
it's
lost
funny
the
you
train
say
of
that.
thought, haven't you?
No, I know exactly where I was. Let me reboot. So, okay, clear throat, check 1. Okay, we can move on. The girls were talking about it. So a couple of the girls were over. They were yarning about it and talking about the ick. Yeah. I'm going, what the fuck's an ick? And then Elmo's going, oh, when he does that, gives me the ick. I'm going, do what? What are you talking about?
Oh, no.
I'm going, oh, just hang on a minute. And eventually figured out what's going on here. Said, all right, well, this is actually pretty interesting. All right, so what are we talking about here? And from time to time, everyone knows this. I'm the pinnacle of humour. I'm a funny bastard. Sometimes Keno jokes when he shouldn't and makes bad jokes.
Oh, no.
And I find that really funny, because the ick, I don't think it's like a proper, like, ew, that's fucking disgusting. It's like I think it's more of a funny thing. Like, yeah, like it's like a but still like you, but I just don't like that about you. Like, I don't know. It's a nice way, surely.
It's an interesting one because I actually only knew about the ick, that term. Fuck, why do I hit that
shit.
fucking microphone? Sorry, I do that once a week.
Yeah,
I learned that off a TikTok trend, which was actually quite savage because there was chicks everywhere being like, this gives me the ick. But usually the ick means as soon as you get the ick, you can't get over it. Like, he does something or he moves a certain way or does something. Yeah.
So what?
So that's just an inconvenience. The ick, you'd be single.
Do you have like a 3-dot list of what the ick would be like overall for anything? Like, do you have an ick that's just a conscious one? Or?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Nearly just spat me Bundy and me fighting juice everywhere.
Yeah, I have a few weeks.
Elaborate, please. I actually want to know. You don't have to mention it. You're on the record.
Well, I'm currently if you're watching on YouTube, I'm looking into the distance, wondering how I play this.
Without getting in trouble.
One, get cancelled. 2, get found out. Or 3. Maybe I'll have to do a tier list next week.
Okay, yeah, this is okay. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I've got some basic ones. I'm not saying them this week though, because I have to think to make sure it's the right thing to say.
Well, that's a. What do you call it? Clickbait. That's awesome. That's good. Episode 18, ladies and gentlemen. You want to strap in? We're going to be talking ick.
We're going to be talking about the men's biggest icks.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do it. Maybe we'll ask a couple of the boys. We'll get a couple of the boys in and say, boys, what do you reckon? What's an ick? We'll see if it's a common denominator or if it's
some of them will be so if they've got a shit ass.
I hate it when they don't fucking make me dinner every night.
Yeah, I'm like, well, this is outdated. This might not work. I've got a few, but I've just got to figure out how to word it properly without it sounding like I'm a prick.
Fair call. Yeah,
but I've fucking got some for you, mate. Don't you worry. And I reckon I've slung out a few weeks.
I know I'm riddled with them. I'm bloody
pretty icky at times.
If I was to call Elways in, I'm sure we'd finish off the pod with how many icks this bloody bastard can pop out.
By the way, Keno, can I interrupt quickly?
Yeah.
We aren't sponsored by this mob, but if you haven't started, get on these. Whoever's watching us on YouTube or TikTok or these, you might see a lot of people drinking them at the moment.
196 double lemon.
They're Japanese double lemon. They taste like Solo. They're 1.6 standard drinks, and like 122 calories. I've only been on them for a couple of weeks after a few beers. Sensational.
Right.
Actually, over the long weekend, they were that good that I had one of those nights where I woke up in my bed with my phone in my pocket, my shoes on, and fully clothed.
Holy
with no battery.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh my
they
God.
fucking wiped me out. Beautiful. Anyway, highly recommend. They taste like Solo. You can get them at all. That's Nick. You can get them at all your nearest and latest best alcohol retailers. So get on board and send us your sculling one. We'll put it.
I
in
like
the
that.
video
That's good.
in the podcast.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, hello. Let's have a quick little. Yeah, that's a Bundaberg rum extra smooth red and cola. That's
Oh yeah, you've got a bit of a different pace to me tonight.
yeah, you'll be making friends and I'll be bashing out. I'll be bashing people, so pretty well the same thing. Brad, now this is something I get very excited about. Keno's
Yes, mate.
pitch. Keno's
love-
pitch. Daz, can you?
Yep.
Fuck, are you serious?
Where is Daz?
Can you
Daz,
sort him
I need
out? Can you actually sort him out?
Daz, I need the audio, please, for Keno's pitch because otherwise I don't know what the pitch is. So please.
Can you put it on? Put it on his. Yes. Fucking hell. Okay.
Daz, he's the most overrated producer in the land.
In the world, he's
But,
unbelievable.
geez, we look after him.
He-
Okay.
mate.
All right, Keno, I'm set when you are
Yes.
to listen to your pitch. Obviously, this
Keno's
will be
pitch.
overdubbed in the final, so everyone will be able to now hear while I hear it for the first time.
Yes. So, do I break it down before we hit it, or we just hit it? Well, how do we?
Up to you. Like, I'm essentially a listener now, so
Okay. Okay. Well, let me
because
do the
I need,
breakdown.
I would appreciate a bit of background just so I know what I'm expecting.
Right, okay. Back in the day, okay, you would have known this in school. You sit down, you're watching a movie or whatever. There used to be this, like, intro clip to every film, and it was like, you wouldn't steal a car. So why would you burn this movie to a CD and sell it? Or something
Yeah.
like that. I can't remember.
Yeah,
And I
the cinemas.
Yeah, the cinemas.
It was like the burning DVDs or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just basically it was a little program to scare people off, saying that you're a criminal if you were to like download music or, burn a movie, whatever it is. So
Yep.
I thought of that for some reason because there's I don't know if it's going to happen, but there's a meme popping around at the moment, and it's funny things like you wouldn't steal a house, you know, like shit like that. It's
Yeah.
funny.
All right.
So we don't have that anymore. You don't really watch movies with that anymore. So I
No.
think it's only time for it to come back in the more modern format. So, Brad, I believe you have the audio.
I do have the audio ready to go.
I would love for you to play. Go ahead and watch it. This is, of course, basically what I propose to be put in, Anyway, I'm just going to let you...
Okay. Are you going to play it in your... Do you want me to give you a countdown of when I'm going to play it for everyone?
Play it for everyone.
Okay.
And then so Daz can... Because he's...
All right, Daz,
So
you ready?
He's a bit of a slow cookie, so just play it. Give him a countdown so we can
Daz, stop slouching. Sit up. Okay.
I'm
Three.
not loosening your chain until you.
What did we say about wearing night goggles?
Stop sniffing Brad's undies. I'm fucking
Yeah,
sick
fuck.
of it.
Jesus. They're the
Leave
clean
some
ones
for
anyway. You
all
got to
of
go to
us.
the hamper, big dog. That's where the money's at. All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
You wouldn't dare steal a music song off the internet. You wouldn't dare download a video off the web. So why do you think you're so tough? Scrolling around, trying to download photos and videos on your phone. It's the same thing. The web is on your phone. You make me sick. You're going to prison. You're going to go to hell. You better stay in school and do your study instead of watching YouTube videos. How about you go sort your life out, punk?
Oh my god! Where did you get that from? Did you rip that off a video?
I made the whole thing.
That is brilliant, man.
Fully composed bloody guitar. Little
As
drum
soon
in
as I
there.
heard that, I could just see myself like back at the cinemas before the movie, and it's got like that big font. You know that big
the
font
scary,
thing?
glitchy
You wouldn't
font.
steal a car.
You wouldn't steal a car.
That little backing track voice you had in the background, that little smart ass voice, is. If you didn't listen to it in the first run, everyone, I'm gonna go back and listen to it. That was actually the best bit.
Oh shit! I had that much fun making that. Make myself
Well done,
laugh.
Kano. That's really well done.
Kano's pitch. Bring it
Kano's
back.
pitch.
Bring it back. Put it in all movies around the globe.
Kano's pitch. It's fast growing. It's a fast growing segment. I think it's great. You put in a lot of effort there.
Like I get nervous. Like, am I gonna get bloody taken out by all these foreign countries that just are gonna like abduct me and make me just make all these $1 million ideas? Like, what's gonna happen to me? The aliens are gonna come and like sap things out of my brain because they're gonna be like, I fucking need some of that.
Yeah, that DNA is some powerful stuff.
Some DNA. Struth.
Abduction quickly. Big round of
Okay.
applause. Cleo from Perth was found yesterday or the day before.
Isn't
good
that
story.
some feel good? Isn't that some feel good?
Honestly, I thought it was going to be the parents. Not sure if they're cleared or not, but the good thing is, have you seen anything about the bloke? Like they got, it's
Yeah.
fucking creepy. He's like
Apparently-
got Bratz doll room, like full of Bratz dolls, like hundreds of them.
Yeah, the thing I saw the other day is that he's contesting it because it's allegedly and apparently he wasn't, and he's confused with someone else. He just found it. It is actually disturbing how like in depth this whole fucking thing is because it's so many like crazy variables about it all. It makes me like it's shit house. Like it's crazy to even think that shit. Like you just want to delete it from my
Especially-
mind.
Like a little toddler being stolen out of a family tent without making a single noise and hearing
Yeah.
anything is fucking weird. Like it's still not sitting right.
No.
I don't know if they've like got him to do it for him. Or, I don't know, but
It's-
at this
yeah.
rate, innocent until proven guilty. I've just got to roll with it at the moment, and good on him.
She's
and
back and alive and safe and everything. That's the stoked about that. Stoked that she's smiling still. She was all happy. Yeah, that's just awesome. It's good to hear that. That's good to hear that. Good bloody news.
fucked as for like the authorities. Like they seemed really rocked and shit on the news. Like the whole thing's
Yeah.
fucked with them just as bad as like anyone else. So good on them.
Yes.
And I just wanted to touch on that feel good story.
Feel
Keno.
good.
We
Yeah,
love
it
feel-good
is a
stories
feel
here at
good.
the Puppet.
It is a feel good. And yes.
And
yes.
another great feel good story of the week was well, it wasn't of the week, of the last probably 28, 29 years, was actually meeting you. Now we're going to go back to the first time that I'm not going to go back.
Let's just rewind a little bit.
Now, yes, I reckon, Keno, let's go to the great debate, and that'll
Yes.
that's it. I reckon finish it
That-
strong,
that is-
baby.
That's going to get us strong. And we've already spoke about some of the things that are going to be in next week's podcast, some of the clickbait items that we spoke. So we're already G'ing ourselves up for a mega. So let's just finalise this week with the great debate. Now, it came to me not long ago because let's just roll. Daz, can you... Attaboy, off you go. That's it.
On your dad.
Great debate.
Long stops on now.
Since we've given him the taser collar, he has come a long way.
I reckon he does react quite well to that. He's very, very sharp.
All right, so the great debate this week. I want to discuss money
Yep.
and finding money. What would you do with it? So great debate because you can either be a hero or a villain with money, right? If you found cash and you return it back to the police, or if you just keep it, are you a villain? You know, blah blah. It's a great debate. So that's the main topic, right? If you find money that's not yours,
Yep.
are you a hero if you give it back to whatever, the police or something, which probably who knows what actually happens with it. I think in some cases, if no one claims it, they sometimes give it back to you, or it just ends up bloody funding the station. I don't know. Or do you take it and are you a criminal?
Okay.
So, I mean, let's rule out a couple of the easy ones. Like, I did this myself. I moved out of home, so I'm digging through all my stuff. I find some of my old wallets. I find my old Hot Wheels wallet, right? It's got flames all over it.
The Velcro?
Yeah, Velcro Hot Wheels wallet.
that's
I mean, you
tough,
got one too, have you?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I still use it.
I was going to say, I was actually half tempted to slip it in the back pocket. But anyway, I ripped that bastard open, and there was a pineapple sitting in the guts of it. And I've gone, well, it's clearly mine from a birthday card or something. So, cha-ching, in the back pocket, fucking no dramas, no questions asked. I'm not a hero or a villain, because it probably belonged to me once upon a time. Now, you go to the shopping centre. You're 14 years old, right? You're trying to buy presents for everyone. You go into the public toilets there. You go to take a piss, and there's a pineapple sitting on the floor. Mm-hmm. You pick that up. I would almost say that's just yours because it's in the toilet. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a justifiable amount to say, hello, who's this? Because anyone will be like, oh, that's mine, mate. Yeah. Drop that. No. I think $50, you found it in a public place. Yeah, so...
Going bowling and to time zone with that.
Yeah.
At 14.
Going straight to snits. EB Games.
All right.
How much is the amount that you go, I better do something with this? Or, where does it all come into play that you've got to really toss up if you're stretching the law?
Okay. Okay. So, I completely circumstantial innocence on my end. For example, if I'm walking and there's fucking loose money on the ground and it's just me, and it's my money.
Yes. Yep.
If I find a wallet on the ground, I never open it and look if there's money. I will look for ID and
yes.
And hand it in somewhere.
Yep.
And if they fucking take the money before they do anything with it, that's on them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I can't physically take it out of the wallet.
Okay,
there was a big sum of money that I saw dropped live, or a small amount of money, and I saw it drop live.
Yeah.
Always stop them. I always stop them. It's only happened to me twice ever.
This is too easy because you're so far getting everything to what I would imagine.
Yeah, and then if it's a massive sum of money in the middle of nowhere, not nowhere, but there's no evidence of whose it is, and there's no evidence of anyone picking it up, any non-criminal amount of money I would keep. So if it's a wad, I'm going fuck. If it's loose notes, I'm collecting them all, and I'm going the fucking bar.
You're in the car wash line. Right, the guy in front of his...
okay. Welcome to Keno Scenarios.
The guy in front of his just finished washing his car, whatever. He just bloody the last scene, cool, whatever. You pull up to the car wash, it's your turn. And he's still sort of pulling out slowly. So he's within reach. And he's left a $20 or $50 like just in the machine. He forgot to bloody take it or something. Or forgot to cash it in.
Yep.
You pull the note and you run over and say, oi, fucking oi, you lost it. Or do you go, beep, beep, beep.
No. Sleight of hand pro for me.
Sleight of hand pro.
Yeah. He's driven off and left it there. I've pulled up and his money's there.
He's in sight though. He's slowly
but
pulling out.
But he's in his car, right? Yeah.
He's in the vehicle. He's slowly pulling out. If you were to go do a couple of star jumps, you'd probably be like, oh, what's going on here? I'd
do a dummy wave. Just a half one.
Little half one, like just no higher than the chest.
If he catches me, I'll go, is this your... Well, it's yours. If the dummy wave goes undetected and he realises after, stiff ones.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you're at the ATM, you're lining up. There's a couple of people in front of you. 1, 2, go through, whatever. One person goes through. It takes out $1,000. Right, $1,000 goes.
Oh, fucksy. That's a night.
And then the kid's gone, Mom, running off, and they're just about to jump off the fucking balcony to the bottom floor, and they're going, oh shit, and they've run off and they've disappeared, and you're just sitting there for about 5 minutes going, shit, fucking, is that person coming back? Or you got 5 people behind you going, oi, can you just fucking hurry up, mate? You got $1,000 sitting in that tray. What do you do?
I'm unfortunately in pursuit of them.
Oh, he's in pursuit. Ladies and gentlemen, he's passed the test. He's a good enough guy. He's a good enough.
In that circumstance, I would like grab it knowing that these shifty fucks behind me are going to pocket it, and I don't want them to win out of this. So I'd rather get the conscious, have the conscience win.
You grab it right. Security guard's seen you grab it knowing that it's some other ones, and he's pinned up against the fucking ATM and going, oi, what are you fucking doing with that, mate? I saw that was that lady's. What's the first thing you say? How do you get out
I give him 500 of it for him to fuck off, and then give her 500 back and say it's better than nothing.
It goes straight off the bat. Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's almost like I do it for a living.
We're listening.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. That's how. But jokes aside, by the way, probably saying it's a drug dealer for a living. No. I sell a lot of items to corporate customers.
Yes,
corporate. Probably how I'd explain it.
Corporate, not bums. Okay, so last one.
Love a good deal though. Hello.
You're on the path. You're on the path walking. Ding-a-ding-a-ding. Some guy just runs out in front of you. He's got a potato sack full of cash, a couple of $100 fucking lops to the ground. There's police everywhere. Yeah. But you're sort of in that area where if you just quickly grabbed a couple of bundles, they would never really know. Maybe. You're not 100% sure, but there's a good chance you get away with it. Yeah. They're criminals. They've just stolen the money, so it's obviously not theirs. The bank's there. It's been robbed. The bank's also fucking fucked you around for your whole life and taken a few bloody fucking interest rates here and there. So, what does Brad do?
A few for me, mate. There'd be a few fucking floaters for me.
Yeah, look,
those boys are going to jail. They've lost a few. The police have just seen a bank heist. They could not give a fuck if Shoey's put 5K in his pocket. When old mate's got 5 mil in the potato sack.
Yeah, look. If I pick up 5 mil weight and I'm walking straight to the closest charity and putting it on the on the bench.
Yeah, putting it on the bench and then telling them that you're not spending anything of it there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I love the scenarios. I reckon we can almost make a segment out of that in different scenarios. What would you do?
What would you do? Done. What would you do?
Like, I'll try and cook something up for you because it's quite enjoyable on this end being challenged in that way. So
that's good. I give you a challenge. You got to think of one right now. It can be anything. Like, what would you do? Would you do this or would you do that? It can be whatever. I'll give you a challenge. You got to give us that to finish us on the podcast, and then we're gonna discuss Linktree options. But you got to really dig deep here and pick something off the top of your scalp.
Jeez. I really want it to be a good one, and now I'm scared. What would you do?
What would you do? I feel like I've got a couple, but I feel like they're more of a like, would you rather more than what would you do?
Okay. What would you do?
Here we go.
Okay. What would you do? You're on a cruise ship.
Cruise ship,
right?
Yep.
With your family. Let's say it's in 10 years' time and you currently have one little one and you've got 2 more. So you got your 3 kids and your wife on the cruise ship.
Yep.
It's just been run over by Somalian pirates.
Oh, no. Not the pirates.
Right?
Yep.
Right? You're cornered at the end of the boat.
Yep.
Like you've gone up to hide in like the fucking ship, captain of the ship's like area, right?
Yeah, headquarters, yep.
Let's not go too savage on it, but you hear them coming and you know it's just your family left.
Shit.
You know there's a gun
on
the right-hand side.
Yeah.
And you have the option of...
Oh, there's a banana on the left.
No,
banana
you have the
peel.
option of You know that they're coming. It's imminent. Shit. Do you throw your family off that side of the boat into the water and fight them off and might lose your life? Or do you stand with them behind you and back yourself in?
Oh, my God.
And take them on? Like, do you quickly go, I might hurt them if I throw them off, but they're out of sight, out of mind, and I'll go alone?
Do they survive?
Do
they survive?
Man the room and try and hold the room off.
Do they survive if they go overboard? Do they get like a lifeboat or something? Or is that like still the inevitable of...
I don't know. There's lifeboats out there, but you're currently the last people stuck. There's been a massacre. Some are escaping, some aren't on lifeboats. So, like, you're cornered. You hear them coming, so obviously you'd freak out. You'd either go, I throw the fam off and just go, get the fuck off. I'll try and hold them off, or you're battening them down. Get a couple of kids in the cupboards, and you're fighting them off to protect them. What do you do? Do you host the room, or get them out and worry about yourself?
Get them in the room. Get them in the cupboard. I wouldn't leave them because I wouldn't be able to look after them if they're on the water. I wouldn't be able to tell what would happen. I'd played enough COD to just camp on that door.
Yeah.
I'd wait for those bastards to come in, and I'd give them absolute hell. And I'd go full James Bond / Transporter / Liam Neeson / Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
On anyone that came to that door, Jackie Chan them, Bruce Lee them. I would go
because you have the option.
Berserker.
You have the doomsday scenario of both scenarios, because if you throw them off, may drown before the little boats get them, or one of the boys might see it, you throw them off, and we'll go over the side and give you a cheap shot, take one of them out. But if you leave them in the room, you open yourself up to them getting killed or hostage situation.
Yeah, I think I would. I
don't know how I'll cook this up. I really don't know how I've cooked this.
I feel like you've just pitched a fucking new movie, to be honest. Fucking hell.
Taken fucking 9.
Yeah, Taken 9. What's that? It reminds me of that Tom Hanks one. What's that Tom Hanks one? Captain Scully or whatever? Yeah, they get overrun. Sure. Yeah, have you seen that? Tom Hanks?
No, I'm going to watch it.
You know the one I'm talking about? Do you know?
No. I'm not really a big movie man.
Oh, I love movies. Tom Hanks is phenomenal. He's a fucking gun. But yeah, it's that one how he's on a ship. He's just I think they're like just a cargo ship or something. And they get overrun and he gets kidnapped. They put in the boat as hostage and the army. It's hectic. It's a pretty crazy movie. It's that one where it's like, look at me. I am the captain now. I think. Oh yeah,
I've seen that as a meme like a billion times.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think that's the movie. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so...
Well, that's all I have for you off the top of the dome, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's quite impressive.
Final answer, you're keeping them in the captain's area and fighting.
Yeah, I'll do anything I can. I won't leave them. If that means that I die in front trying to not leave them, then so that I can't determine what would happen if I...
Great answer.
I'd rather,
I think they both had, they were both sort of right in a sense.
Yeah,
See you doing either one. Like, it would make sense, but they also have disastrous
that's crazy
negatives on both sides.
Can't believe in the split second of a question you've just created such a phenomenal movie idea. Just like that. Takes 3 years for some blokes to write something like that.
Off the dome.
Well done, ladies and gentlemen. I'd had a really good time talking to you again, Brad. It's always a pleasure when we get together and do these fun things. And I tell you what, I'm a little bit too G'd for next episode now. I kind of want to launch straight to episode 18 and want to get stuck into that one.
Double episode next week.
Yes, mate. I'm the same as you, like we say every week. Always enjoy myself with you, and you can find us obviously at linktree.com/thepubfeed. Yes. You can watch us on YouTube, and you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, fucking Google Podcasts, Spotify, the Amazon one, whatever that is.
Yeah, I forget that we're on that many different bloody platforms.
There's another one like Audio Bean or some Podbean or I don't know. Yeah, so there's a lot there. So look forward to seeing you next week, mate.
Yes, absolutely, mate. Thanks again, Bradley. It's absolutely sure. See you next week.
Thank you, pub feeders.
Yes, the feeders. Woohoo!
Oh, we love them. See ya.
What a bunch
love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks for tuning into the Pub Feed Podcast.
If you liked, please go ahead and follow our linktree.com/thepubfeed. Get all our socials right there. Thanks again for listening. Hope you enjoyed.